Hey, good morning. It's day 203. So I didn't quite finish the Bigelows yesterday. There's one more mountain today, Little Bigelow. And but it's only an 1,100 foot climb over 3.5 miles at like a 9% average grade. So it's not that strenuous. And then the rest of the day is very moderate. The downhills are a little steeper, more like a 13, which is still not that strenuous. But we shall see. It's kind of chilly and cloudy this morning, like dark cloudy. But there's no rain on the forecast, so hope we're all right. Keep hearing voices. My main concern is getting a chill from sweating. Which happened a little bit yesterday. The climbs were just, you're drenched in this like 55 degrees up top with a slight breeze. I just went up a few steps. Now I have to stop and catch my breath. Anyway, that's the plan for the day. But once the grades kind of smooth out a little bit after Little Bigelow, or after today, I may be able to get some bigger miles in the next couple of days. And it's just a matter of where the camping spots are. Here we are on the first little outcrop of the Little Bigelow Ridge. The summit itself is still a little ways ahead, but it was the first time we popped out of the trees for a minute. That should be Avery right there behind the clouds. It came down yesterday evening. So that first hour I've hiked 2.6 miles. And that's at the 9% average grade uphill of climbing this mountain. Now I'm walking along the horizontal ridge. It's going to go kind of sawtooth a little bit. But because it's so gradual, I'm back to like normal speed hiking in the woods, and I'm not having to scramble over vertical ascents or descents. It's just mildly or moderately rocky and rooty normal woods trail. Now right here I've got some down, but again, it's not so severe that it slows me down. So 2.6, that's like trail legs, like 2,000 miles of trail legs showing through, I guess. They've just been hiding behind really difficult terrain for the last few hundred. And then, rain for a couple hundred before that, and then heat waves for a couple of hundred before that. So, and I was never really tracking my mile per hour rate. I've just been doing that in the last few weeks in order to kind of establish when it's back to a predictable daily pace, so I can use that to plan out my days more accurately. Because all the way up until including yesterday, many a day, I won't say most or all, but many a day I'll have an intention of doing like 16 and then only be able to finish 12 in the allotted time just because of the terrain. But anyway, so far this morning, that looks like it's changed a little bit for now. This is Avery and West Bigelow 1-2 right there. And then behind that cloud is Sugarloaf, one with all the ski slopes on it. Oh, and I'm standing on or just past the summit of Little Bigelow. About to go back down into the trees, and that's it for the big mountains until we get to the end. It's been a wonderful journey. Yeah, I'm here at the little Bigelow shelter. I'm gonna try to eat some lunch. I'm not very hungry. Feel a little chilled. It's 60 degrees and gray and breezy, dark gray at that. And I get all sweaty from hiking, and then I sit still and start to get chilled, and so I throw the jacket on, but now it feels a little bit damp inside the jacket. Warm, at least, but sun feels good. Anyway, I'm gonna try to eat some lunch and head on out. I think that's all I have to say. So I was reading that this particular stream further down, like down that direction towards the shelter, has a series of like swimming holes or pools nicknamed the tubs. That even might be one of them right there. That are great for dipping in on hot days, which today is not, but I thought that was cool. So, as it turns out, there are a couple of climbs this afternoon. The first one is like 500 feet. The second one's like 750. And I'm about halfway up the first one right now. So it's nothing too daunting or steep, really. It's kind of normal that they are climbs. That's why I'm breathing. Well, we're inside the final mile. What has become my traditional end of the hike portion check-in. Yeah, it's like a 12.6, I'm gonna say, or 12 point something on the day, and it's been gradual rolling downhill, predominating after that first mountain of the day. And the first mountain of the day was fast too, because I was like fresh legs and pumped up, and I made it to the top of that mountain at like a 2.5 mile an hour rate. It's gonna be right at 6 hours of hiking and 7 hours on trail, because I didn't leave till shortly before 10. And you know, I tell myself if I left earlier, I could have gone further, but really the next spot is an additional 10 miles, and doesn't appear to be much in the way of dispersed camping between here and there due to swampiness and what have you. So today is what it is. Now tomorrow, on the other hand, I've got to make it to Kennebec River to cross before 2, but really before 1, I think would be a good target. And that's 14 miles, so I'll have to do the math on that. Probably a 6 a.m. start and minimal breaks, but the terrain should facilitate a fast hike tomorrow. Oh, I see a sign. We can't possibly be there already. We're still 20 minutes away. What's it say? Great Carrying Place Portage Trail via the AT. Arnold Point, West Carey Pond. It doesn't say anything about the shelter. The shelter should be like 0.7 at this point. Look at these woods. Very strange. But they're spooky in the fog. That's a cool shelter design. Nobody here but me so far. I suspect at the very least we will get Wing It and Thrive. But all right, let me set all this down and find a place to camp. This has Cthulhu vibes. Oh, and so do those. Wow, look at this one. Picked up one of these good to goes at the hostel of Maine a couple of nights ago. I tried this one while I was there for dinner to make sure I liked it, and then I got one of these and the mushroom risotto, which is actually pretty good too. Sitting here as it starts to get dark, cooking dinner in front of the shelter. My hammock is over there in the woods. You can see it right there. And there's two more tents over that way, Mousquetaire and Worldwide. Mousquetaire is a Sobo who just started, well, not just started, but a relatively late start for the Sobos. I'm still expecting two more northbound through hikers if they make it here tonight. It's starting to get dark, but they're not here yet. Wing It and Thrive. Shepard pushed on a few more miles because he's trying to make Karatunk tomorrow, as am I, but he's getting a head start, sounds like.